I spot health. Oh no! Background music. I'm getting spoilers.
I have epic.
So Svena and Boreya, you get a little 10-minute adventure here. We're doing 15-minute adventure. It's gonna be great.
Oh god.
Water, because I had Thomas the Tank Engine.
So as you've traveled with the party on your way back to Matai, you guys kind of got left behind a little bit, wandered a little bit too far off, and now you're just on this other off trail. But you know which way you need to go to get back to town, so you're going to follow this little pathway, right?
Is this in the future?
This is in the past.
Oh.
This is on the way to Matai.
Is this before or after I met the golems? I mean the ogres.
I can't wait to get back to Matai. Aren't you just so excited?
The rest of the party, the ogres, and the villagers are currently walking to Matai. It is midday, the day before you spotted the bright fiery light.
Oh, okay, yes. Gotcha. Wait, the day before or the day of?
Like the day of.
The day before.
Day of. The sun!
Into Minotaur.
One of the suns.
Like, what?
One of the many suns. So as you're walking along the path, you two finally have an opportunity to speak, but no one's spoken yet. You've just sort of been walking along, the gravel crunching under your feet. The sun high in the sky, midday. Well, it's a little past midday.
Sun?
There's one sun. A little past midday. The shadows cast from the trees, are leaning down over the road a bit, providing a welcome bit of shade as you walk by.
Is this canon?
Yeah. This is canon now.
Anything like really dramatic.
The trees sway a bit in the breeze as the wind blows through them, whistling.
And we hear someone call out, "Sheep! Magical sheep!"
No magical sheep.
God damn it. I was trying to manifest it.
Don't die.
But yeah, as you walk along the road, you just sort of continue forward. You both sort of look up at each other at the same time, having not yet really introduced yourselves.
She not spoken.
At this point, you know she can speak because she spoke with the giants.
Yeah, she's got annoyed. I'll look over and be like, "So, what's your name then?"
Svena.
Oh, Scottish accent, yay!
I'm trying!
I'm so proud.
I should be trying, I just forgot about it and I was like, oh, yay!
I need to be able to differentiate between...
That was my issue, because like, there's no difference between what I was talking about. I was like, I don't want to do an accent, I can't think of one.
Because the light bulbs thing, that was Sal saying that, but then Neto like took that and ran with it. And I did not mean to actually say that.
Yeah, I have no way of differentiating between when I'm talking and it's just sometimes awkward and confusing. And you're like, oh wait, no. Oh my god. Short rest. This is one shot to win.
One shot to not. Oh, it's supposed to be a long rest.
But yeah.
Wait, but we need this for next campaign.
It's fine, I got it.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I know everything.
Yeah.
I am God.
So yeah, she Svena introduces herself, and she says, "And you?"
My name's Boreya. Boreya Erebus. I haven't actually said my name
You've
yet.
never said your last name.
That. I have never said... No, I don't think I've said my first name.
No, you said not in game. No.
How do I
Not
say that with a
in-game.
Scottish accent?
Svena.
Svena.
Or in a
Svena Toruk.
Wait, we left
Svena
Boreya. Boreya. Like a horse. Boreya.
Boreya.
You just take away the O, I feel like.
Boreya. And so, how long have you been traveling with the others?
I've been traveling with Nymeria the longest. We met. Wait, how long has it been? It's been a couple weeks, right?
Well, you met Nymeria, what, like, how long
not
before?
Nymeria. I know when I met them. I mean, when did the campaign start?
The rest of the party you've been with at this point, week,
Yeah,
2
I know,
weeks,
that's why I wanted
no
an
wait,
accent. I just can't
week,
think of one.
2 weeks.
If I was gonna say a couple weeks. And I was like,
It's
what?
actually
Like 2
been
days.
like a month and a half that you've been with this group.
So a month and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say I've been traveling with Nymeria for a few months. The others about just a month.
That's not that long then. I've been on my own for years.
You've been on your own? Have you just been traveling?
I traveled over the northeast. I traveled over the eastern mountains.
I realize
Like,
no one can actually see what I'm looking at because I haven't moved the scene.
I did think that. I was like, I looked at the stream and I was like, this is different.
This is the different. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, these mountains are unnamed currently.
Am I in the Northern Mountains? I said the Northern Mountains in my thing, but I don't know if that's correct to you.
No, that's correct. The northern. So based on the location of Matai, there's northern and southern mountains, and based on the location Svena comes from, there are only western mountains.
yes.
Okay.
They were like southwest.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, oh, I came from the Northern Mountains.
Northern.
What
She
is
doesn't-
going on?
I never had. There were no northern mountains where I came from.
Oh yeah, I was wondering that, actually. Did we ever establish that she was from another world? Because I feel like that just got assumed at one point, and I was like, was this discussed?
Oh, Savannah is still trying to figure that out. She doesn't actually know yet.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
unaware of the
there was
fact.
just one
Yeah.
point in the campaign, like, someone said something, and I was like, wait, did I miss it? Are we aware? Like, is the party aware that she could be from another world? Or?
Have you mentioned anything about
There's-
the? You mentioned stuff about the portal before, but no one addressed
Just
it.
to Nymeria. Only Nymeria I talked
That's
about.
true in Elvish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
So-
just checking whether we were aware. Because I
So,
remembered someone saying
no.
something. And I
No
was
one's
like,
aware,
okay.
really. Or no one's addressed it. And Svena is unfamiliar with portals, so.
I feel like we're all kind of unfamiliar with portals. Oh wait, kind of. I guess we killed things that come out of them.
Yup.
Not all things though. We're fine.
Uh.
Oh, what did you said? There's no northern mountains.
There were no northern mountains where I came from.
How far have you traveled?
Oh, pretty far. How do I describe that?
Would you know how far you've traveled? I guess you could say like how many days have you been traveling for?
Well, I've been on the road.
What are you doing?
I'm not trying to say this in my Scottish accent. I've been on the road for well over a few years now. I started off in a little...
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of a Scottish accent now as well. I have to say wee lass.
Wee lass. Yeah, I started off in a little grove. Well, yeah, just in a little grove, in a little cabin with my grandma. And then, after my grandma passed away, I've been traveling ever since. And that was, Svena counts on her fingers. 18, 25, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
You're doing
25.
math.
Yeah! That was almost 7 years ago. I haven't had a place to call home since then. I've just been searching for my home before the grave.
And you've been traveling by yourself all this time.
It's been a lonely journey.
I've never really done that much traveling. Well, before I met Nymeria, I mainly stayed in the mountains. And then we moved from town to town.
How did you and Nymeria meet?
How did you meet?
She like pauses, like trying to think of how to word it.
This is gonna be a flashback and a flashback because that's an entirely separate adventure that's not done.
That kind of is done because I put it in the journal.
Oh well, then
So,
I
like,
really
she's
gotta
just
go
gonna
read
have
this
to
journal.
believe that's canon now. She's like, well, I may have introduced myself suddenly, but I thought she was... She just pauses again, she just doesn't know how to word this in a way that will make her sound good.
At this point, you kind of hear some rustling coming from your right, Svena.
Is it sheep?
Roll perception.
No, I sang that'll kill us. Excuse you, she has one higher passive perception than
I know, her perception's amazing. I looked at him and I was like, God, God, you guys have some good perception. And they managed to roll higher, so it was great.
Oh fuck, really?
Jesus.
What the
They
fuck?
did not roll higher than a 26.
I got it right. No, 26, no. You two are in the middle of a conversation. You haven't been paying close attention to what's been going on. You guys have kind of made your way up the road a little bit. You know,
Distracted, trying to make herself.
you hear something
sound
rustling
weird.
from under a tree near you. You know, kind of parting some very tall grass. And you're like, oh, is it a sheep? And you get really excited, like, I love sheep. Sheep are so adorable. And what comes out of the bush is not a sheep. It's just a really, really big wolf.
Is it a direwolf?
Maybe. The wolf steps out from underneath the brush as it's been spotted by you, stepping only partially out of the shade of the tree into the sunlight. Its fur is black and gray. As it steps outwards, you can hear the breathing, the thumping, as it steps one paw after the other closer to you. As if
I have
it's...
a question. If I roll like amazingly well, can I get a cannon wolf pet?
I don't think this is the place to get that pet.
But I can.
If you get a young puppy pet and raise it and train it, perhaps.
I want to follow it to its home.
So you can steal its babies.
Yeah.
It's babish. You doing okay there, Svena?
Did I notice it when it came out the bush? Because like I have high enough passive.
Yeah, you see this. You see this
We're
too.
back.
You see this too. You back then? What part did we lose yet?
It was looking at us, and then you were gonna describe something, and I didn't hear anything after that.
Oh, like it already came out from the tree?
Yeah, it came out, we
Okay.
spotted it, and then it notices that we spotted it.
Yes, so it's seen that you saw it, and so it steps partially out from the shade. Its black and gray coat gleaming in the sunlight. It steps forward once, its head lowered and ready. It lets out a small growl. Just
I'm gonna growl back.
roll intimidation. It's amazing. But I need to hear it in a Scottish accent.
I need to hear the
Oh!
Oh my god, you're so great at this game.
A Scottish accent?
I need a Scottish growl.
Growl.
Good enough.
Wee lass. Girl.
Love it.
Wee lads.
The wolf actually
You wee lass.
steps backwards a little bit. It's taken aback by your immediate no.
Surrender.
You do
Oh my
hear
god.
it just sort of it doesn't whimper, but it's definitely not nice. But it is not brave enough to come back out from under the shade. It feels a little safer in there. However, your growl didn't scare only that one. It actually scared the other two that were circling you in their little
And we
pack.
just continue our walk.
These two also backed up a little based on your growl. You just had a very intimidating 5-foot growl. This teeny tiny little half elf is just and everybody ran away. It's great.
I'm gonna turn to Boreya.
Bro, it's definitely looking at you with wide eyes like, nice, well done.
I'm gonna give a little side smile and a shrug. And then I'm gonna pull out some of my dry rations and throw them at the initial wolf that decided to growl at us.
We are going to tame this wolf.
Roll animal handling.
We need a replacement for
It's
this wolf.
such a high DC. Okay, that makes
try.
sense.
No, I can't try. I didn't throw food.
You didn't do the intimidating growl,
Yeah.
but I was legitimately gonna let this happen.
She rolled a nat 20. She should get advantage.
No.
God damn it.
No, that was a beautiful intimidation. That's the only number that would have made them back up.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Okay, so you threw some dry rations out, and they land probably around here, pretty close. The wolf does give them a glance, but does not move to take them. It just sort of looks back up at you. It seems like it's regaining its confidence. So whatever short period of time that you've spooked it is declining quickly.
I'm gonna turn back to Boreya. Do you think we should fight them?
Yeah, that was great. That was solid. A+.
That was very good. I've gotten distracted now. I'm willing to fight if you are.
I particularly like to fight the wildlife.
So you're gonna
From
fight?
what you suggest.
Maybe if we keep walking, they'll just leave us alone.
That's a spot-on accent, though, for real.
It
Trying
is really
so
good.
It's legitimately good. So you guys gonna try and walk on?
Yeah, I'll nod, looking back at the wolves.
Okay, so you're gonna nod.
Excuse you.
And
As
you-
we do walk, though, I am going to unsheath my rapier.
Oh, your rapier. All right.
You use the soul knives?
She could use either. She's got both.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I didn't realize you
I
had
just-
a rapier till now.
Yeah, she hasn't used it up to
Yeah.
this point.
That is... I think I would rather pull out my rapier as, another intimidation tactic. Because, you know how it makes that shoo sound when you pull it out?
The unsheathing,
Yeah.
the
So-
grind, if you will. Yeah. Boreya, you're just walking alongside Svena as you walk
I'll
away?
just walk with them. I won't do anything.
Svena, roll another intimidation.
Please!
You got this.
Oh my
God, you're doing
Jesus.
so well.
The reason that this works... Okay, here we go. As you walk forward, as you're walking forward, Svena and Boreya.
Going as it was planned.
Svena, you kind of keep eyeballing, like side-eyeing the wolves as you walk forward, right? And as you pull the rapier out, you get that metal pull, like the shh as it comes out of the scabbard. The wolves shirk because you've already managed to intimidate them one time.
Hell yes.
And they proceed to not engage at all. They just let you leave.
What's funny is that I have a +8 to intimidation.
You have intimidated nothing. Svena's done all of this.
We just go about our day.
So yeah, you guys avoided the encounter entirely. As you walk away, you both, because you both have good passive perception, you do see all three wolves start to fight over the small amount of rations that Svena threw out.
I should have thrown more.
But they do not follow. They are not interested. You are not easy prey, and they are done.
That was great.
I'm loving this.
You literally just like scared them away. Why are you so good at rolling intimidation?
That was really good.
Growled
no.
at some wolves to make them back down.
At this point, you catch up with the last
Oh my God,
member here who came back to look for you. He goes, "Oh, we're friends. We're friends at."
They're right here.
Svena was scaring off some wolves.
Oh, like little friend. He comes over. He pats you on the head. We go now.
Oh.
Let go. Catch group.
I'm so glad Thula made an appearance.
That just lights me up so much.
So you guys walk with Thulam all the way back to the rest of the group. You catch up and reintegrate yourselves with the rest of the party and the rest of the what is now a caravan, truly.
Basically, we're just going around collecting more group.
And at which point you guys, camp for the night. And see.
That was such a good one.
I don't think that went this plan, though.
Literally a little tiny 20-minute adventure. You avoided
What
combat.
happens when you just intimidate everything else?
Now I gotta edit this into the whole thing. It's gonna be episode like 9.5. Fuck you guys. Getting 26s.
But as we part our ways, I'm gonna give Boreya a little pat on the shoulder, the back of the shoulder. Give her a little wink as I walk away from her.
Ooh. This is the missing episode. Yep. We didn't know. We didn't know this was gonna be the missing
The missing
episode.
episode was a 20-minute thing where Savannah growled at some wolves.
Amazing.
I can't believe it worked.
I am so impressed. Well done.
Unbelievable, you people.
I'm gonna be practicing my Scottish accent.
It was
until
really good.
Saturday.
It actually really was. It was a really good accent.
I kept being like impressed by how good it was and getting distracted.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, feel free to throw that in there because it was solidly done.
I will try.
I believe in you. On this note, though, I like that we ended. I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
It's a good time, and Svena needs to go to bed.
Perception to see where its den is.
Sure.
Thank you for the one shot.
Woo! Yeah, well, I don't even know why I call that a one shot. That was like a 20-minute shot.
Why?
You can't even see the wolves
I know
anymore.
my perceptions, or not my perception, my animal handlings are always low.
God damn it.
Yeah, and you can't find their tracks either. Terrible, truly.
Look at that.
Alright, we're gonna throw it. We're gonna throw it on this wonderful. We're not actually taking a break, but I don't have a leaving screen, so it is what it is.
To be integrated in the future.
Yeah, I gotta do that. And some other stuff. I just gotta make them all. This all started with Feeding Monkey. It did. It did start with Feeding Monkey.
I thought that was like the title is still Feeding Monkey.
Oh, I know. It's just one episode at this point, and that's just how it's gonna be. I'll break it up for YouTube and for Reels. Maybe this is a YouTube exclusive episode, you know?
Maybe. We'll just do random one-shots occasionally and they can be exclusive.
I'm actually okay with these if they're this small. Like, that'd be fun.
I did like that.
Yeah! Thanks for joining. I appreciate you joining, Sundancer. Good stuff.
Alright, I am actually going to go now. I was supposed to do more readings tonight, but I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and hang out with my wife for as long as she's gonna be awake. So, that's my plan.
Growls in Scottish.
Goodbye, all streamy people.